What's unfolding right now in the world of rap royalty is unlike anything we've ever seen. This isn't some side chick Instagram live drama, a messy cheating allegation, or a leaked verse meant to start a feud. No, this scandal is darker, heavier, and far more dangerous. So dangerous, in fact, that Jay-Z himself, the man who built an empire on silence, mystery, and control, finally broke that silence, and his words were anything but calm. Picture this. Remy's son, Jason, a name already infamous on the streets, suddenly finds himself dragged into a nightmare headline that ties him directly to none other than Blue Ivy Carter, Jay-Z's daughter. That's right. The princess of hip-hop royalty, the child whose image has been curated and protected since birth, is now at the center of a scandal that could potentially burn two of the most powerful hip-hop empires to the ground. For years, the Carters have been obsessed with control. Every image of Blue Ivy has been meticulously staged as if it were a Vogue cover. Every public appearance timed like a high-stakes political campaign. Beyoncé, the queen of silence, rarely gives interviews, preferring her mystique over public commentary. Jay-Z, the master of deals and empire building, speaks only when it's strategically necessary, usually to secure another billion-dollar contract or to maintain the illusion of the perfect family. Yet despite all that power, all that money, all those non-disclosure agreements, they couldn't stop this. They couldn't silence the streets. It began with something seemingly innocuous, a burner tweet, lived for just 5 minutes, then gone, but the internet never forgets. Screenshots never die. The tweet, allegedly from Blue Ivy's secret account, read, "He was 20, I was 14 and my parents told me to forget it. I never will. No names, no context, just pain wrapped in 140 characters." And that was enough. The internet connected the dots faster than the FBI ever could. Jason was 20 at the time. Blue Ivy was 14. The timelines matched like puzzle pieces nobody wanted to see, and the chaos began. Then came the second wave, a voice note. Shaky, whispered, haunting. A young girl's voice, trembling with fear, allegedly Blue Ivy's, said, "I didn't even know what was happening until it was over." He said not to tell anyone, that no one would believe me anyway. The internet froze. People didn't know whether to believe it or dismiss it as AI manipulation. But the impact was immediate. In a classic celebrity damage control move, Remy deleted every post of her son. Birthday tributes, childhood photos, proud mama captions, all gone, wiped like they had never existed. In the world of celebrity scandals, silence is louder than denial, and the streets knew something serious was happening. But the fire didn't stop there. Alleged DMs from Jason surfaced, showing him attempting to blame the victim. "If this comes out, I'm done. She was the one who came on to me anyway." And then, allegedly, a text from Remy Ma herself appeared, saying, "They all think their daughters are angels. Lubin fast. That girl been grown since she was 10. The public backlash was instant. #JusticeForBlue began trending worldwide, as fans and casual observers alike demanded accountability. Meanwhile, from the Carter camp, silence. Not a single word from Jay-Z, not a single peep from Beyoncé. Just glossy charity photos, award show appearances, and smiles that seemed to scream, "We're above this." But they weren't. Behind closed doors, the empire was shaking. According to insiders from Roc Nation, Jay-Z called a private emergency meeting with lawyers, PR representatives, and security personnel. The words attributed to him were chilling. "We can't afford another scandal right now. We'll settle privately, quietly, and off the books. I won't have her drag through this. Not protect her, not seek justice. Just keep it quiet." Suddenly, the carefully constructed image of the Carters, the empire built on perfection and control, looked fragile, vulnerable, and human. The man who once seemed untouchable, who had positioned himself as hip-hop's savior and patriarch, now looked like every other powerful figure covering up wrongdoing to protect a brand. And Beyoncé, ever the queen of silence, remained exactly that. Even when asked directly by a fan at a London charity event about Blue Ivy's alleged tweet, she smiled, walked away, and refused to acknowledge the question. The internet erupted. Beyoncé protecting her empire, not her child, people said. Meanwhile, Remy Ma took a bold, twisted approach to the narrative. "Going live on Instagram," she stated. "My son's not perfect, but he's no monster. Y'all always want to cancel a black boy, but protect the rich girl." And with that, she logged off. No empathy. No accountability. Just a shrug and a mic drop. The response was swift and harsh. The streets were not buying it. Comments flooded in, "Your son is a monster." "Blue deserves justice. You're finished." Then came the whistleblower. A former Carter family assistant, fired the previous year, allegedly took matters into her own hands. Operating under the burner account @by_truths, she claimed to have seen the tape herself on Jay-Z's hard drive and described moments so horrifying that it made people's stomachs turn. She said she had been offered between $3 to $5 million to stay silent, and she refused. Instead, she demanded Blue Ivy be given the chance to speak publicly in her own words. If not, she threatened to release the tape herself. Now imagine being Jay-Z, the empire you've built, the billion-dollar brand, the perfect public image, all dangling over the edge because of a son you don't even claim and a tape you couldn't bury deep enough. According to insiders, he called Remy in the dead of night, screaming through the phone, "You ruined everything. If that tape comes out, it's not just your son, it's my family too." Remy allegedly didn't flinch. She reportedly told him, "Handle your house. I'll handle mine." And with that, the gloves were off. This wasn't gossip anymore. This was war. A war fought not in tabloids, but in leaks, whispers, and sealed courtrooms. And the scariest part? Someone, somewhere, already has the tape. It's only a matter of time before the world sees it. The whispers turned into a roar. Screenshots became clips. Clips became something the world wasn't ready to see. According to multiple underground blogs, the tape had already been duplicated, encrypted, and passed through so many anonymous hands that burying it was no longer an option. One gossip blog claimed they were offered exclusive access for $250,000. TMZ. Allegedly approached but refused on ethical grounds. Really? More likely, Roc Nation's legal team scared them into silence. The alleged source wasn't a foreign hacker or tabloid reporter. It was someone close to Blue Ivy, a former Carter assistant now turned whistleblower, operating as @by_truths. Her posts were cryptic but chilling. "Justice isn't for sale. If they won't let her speak, I will." She even described moments from the tape in detail, how terrified Blue looked, how Jason allegedly whispered, "Don't fight it. It's just us." Those words alone caused social media timelines to collapse. Fans who once worshipped the Carters were now demanding answers. The #ProtectBlue went viral. Remy tried to spin the narrative again, defending her son. "People make mistakes. Y'all want to crucify him, but let rich girls get away with everything. My son isn't a predator. He's a target." The internet wasn't buying it. Comments flooded her live stream. "Your son is a monster. Blue deserves justice. You're finished." Meanwhile, Jay-Z escalated the crisis behind the scenes. Allegedly calling emergency meetings with his inner circle, security, lawyers, PR, and even Tina Knowles, he reportedly slammed his fist on the table. "If that tape leaks, my daughter's life is over. Shut it down, whatever it takes." But according to insiders, it was already too late. That night, a 20-second clip surfaced online, sending shockwaves across social media and beyond. The Carters, an empire built on control, wealth, and image, are now facing a threat from a scandal that couldn't be silenced. Jay-Z's confrontation with Remy may have delayed the fallout, but it couldn't stop the inevitable. The tape is out there. The world is watching. And one question remains: will the Carter empire survive this, or are we witnessing the beginning of its collapse? Truth, power, and justice are colliding in a story bigger than rap. Blue Ivy, a child caught in the middle, may finally get her chance to speak. Until then, the world waits and the scandal continues to unfold. If this story shocked you, hit like, subscribe, and comment below. What do you think? Is this Jason's downfall alone, or will the Carters finally face accountability? The streets are watching, and so are we.